Hello, everybody. Just a little bit of heads up. I made a statement on Facebook. I'm gonna make some video of what happened with you when you lose your old self. And but before I begin, even with the video, though, what did that mean, old self? First, the old self is actually the inner programming that you have inside of you as a human that was built in over through the years. And that part, it's when, first of all, your parents, your of the beginning when you were growing up, let's say like a daycare, school, religion, grandma, or whatever the case might be, you start having this learning process about life. And I'm talking about life, all the spheres of life. We're talking about even intimacy. We're talking about friendships. We're talking about how to proceed, act, react, and all kind of spheres of life, even work. So that programming has been inside of you throughout life, and you keep getting more and more in your new knowledge. What happens is, though, once you get awakened as a soul, then something else happened to you. The soul seeks out what it's actually based on false programming and a false belief, what is not truth. And the soul basically removes that old part inside of you. And for some of you, that part of the soul work feels like a suicide. And some of you will have those suicidal thoughts, like everything in you, it's kind of like a die. It's like, what is wrong with me? What is that part is? That is the part of this old beliefs that they are gone. And for some reason, you're gonna feel empty. You're gonna feel clean. You're gonna feel clear until you come to the point that the soul have nothing else to remove. And when the soul has nothing else to remove, that's mean that you've been cleaned out of the old parts, of the old belief systems, with the old stuff. There's gonna be some still like memories. There's gonna be still some of the parts that you usually act, react, or things that you do. But they're gonna be feel like you're not gonna be feel like you wanna do it either. And I see as a common that a lot of the people have a problem with one main thing, letting it go. It's the need of the physical, the need of the intimacy part, the need of the sexuality. And that's the reason some of it become demisexual, simply because you need to understand the soul will teach you the proper way of doing this, or relearning that is not what you were taught about sexuality. The soul will teach you specifically in the situations of the things that you need to build up now within yourself. And the soul will teach you particularly on that part, because a lot of the people I mean, I talk like maybe like 5 6 people today, and that part, it's very tensions because you want your twin flame, your all your soul relationship to be consumed in the reality, in the physical. But you can't go to the physical if you don't know the proper way of doing it. So the soul creates this demisexuality inside of you to learn the proper way. And if you are female, for instance, you have to learn the proper way of creating these vibrations about that part. If you're male, you gotta do the right things on it, because you have to accept that this is a sacred thing of creation. Because when you do the right thing, it's created for you to create the babies, create a new life, you to create something new, not to be using as a lost or everything else. So what happened is, to a lot of the people I've been actually talking today, the old self, when it walks out, a lot of the people hanging out to this old self, and they want this twin flame, this person, to act and react on the certain ways so they can get the right results. And the part is that you need to stop asking you to teach your twin flame or your soul connection. You have to understand that you have to let it go of that part, simply because it's the part of the old system of control. And when you get to this part that you completely let go of it, then you will know that you arrive to a place where you have peace and a bliss. And this is the time when you actually start building yourself up. And what I mean building yourself up, now you have to reprogram yourself. You have to ask yourself what you need to learn, how you need to learn, what is the proper way of you to learn the things now. Because whatever you were taught as young, as a society, as a religion, once you awaken as a soul, you see that everything was nothing else but the big scam. And now you, as awakened soul, you understand these parts, and you building up yourself. And this is the part that it's so hard for someone, because they will say, well, what I need to know, what I need to learn. And the answer on this always been one thing: are you listening to your soul, or what it tells you to learn? Because if you listen to your soul, it's like, okay, your soul will tell you, well, here it is. What would you do if you are in a paradise? What would you do if right now I put you in this situation that there's going to be some everything like the way that the paradise been described? What would you do? How are you going to be reacting? What do you need to change as a belief on it? And then you're going to begin this process of reprogramming yourself. Your soul will lead you to, let's say, for instance, to learn one of the worst parts. It's through the relationships. Not every relationship it's about going to bed with that person. Your soul will lead you to communications with others. How it's proper for you to communicate. How it's the proper way you to act and react right now. Looking at as the position of what would you do if you are an angel? Okay? And there's gonna be this new learning inside of you that you build up little by little, little by little. And then the more you go to, the more you start building yourself up, the more you will understand that you're in the right place, you're in the right position. You finally find this inner peace inside of you, simply because you understand you cannot control nobody else's life. You understand that if you need to be part of the life with someone, everything is going to be rearranged, and they will be told, not by you, they will be told by universe, by God, the way your belief system is. They will be told that you're the person, and that could be to our dreams, to our visions, to really 5D connections. Far as like you feel like this person is right there next to you. That is the one way. The other way, it's the like the twin flames, like your conscious is in their body basically, and you feel them, or they feel you when they comes in you, and you feel like they're inside of you, and you're like, okay, feel me, you understand me. There is nothing else I want to do for you, but I want you to be your true self. And that's why this soul journey comes into the point that you to become your true self. And once you become the true self, the soul says, okay, your true self, now start building up. Start building up the person you want to be. Start building up the best version of yourself. What would you do about this case? How would you like you to be presented as the new Dio, or as a new person, as a new you? Because right now you can pick and choose what you best will fit your journey as a soul. You're not building anymore the life based of society, such as me. You married to a person who you were programmed from very little. Oh, he has to be rich, he has to be good looking, or throughout the religion, oh, he has to be this religion or that religion. Don't marry someone who is from different religion, or oh, you need to find. She needs to be from a good family, rich family, with good manners. See, everything that they told you of the old programming, now it's not more valid. Right now, you're building your new life on the base of show me a soul. Show me how beautiful your soul is and how you care about me as a soul. And you will know it because the person who loves you, he wants to be your truth, your love in the soul. Because at the end of the day, these bodies will die. At the end of the day, these hearts will stop, you know, but the soul's gonna be living. There is none of the religion says the soul die. And that's it. And the question is about you, how you want to build in yourself right now. How beautiful you want to make yourself. But now with according to the guidance of your soul, and you working with positions and situations that they're managed by the universe. Like for instance, you will know that if you want something so bad and doesn't happen, you're like, okay, I understand. It's not supposed to be happened. And for instance, I wanted so much a certain house that I liked. I went out and saw it, but I was told back on the last Friday, Dio, well, my son will buy the house from me, so I'm sorry about it. So now I understand that the universe creates this part. Then there is something else will present in itself. And right now I accept everything much more easier. My new self accepting more easier. There is no like, oh my God, I love the house. Oh gosh, why did you do this to me? Why did you promise that me? Like every other person will do. I'll just accept it. Like, okay, it's fine. It's nothing, not a big deal. I mean, it's just a thing. It's just a house. It's just something. Maybe the universe have different presents for me, and that's how I'm building my new self right now. It's that I don't have to worry. I don't have to stress myself out anymore. I don't have to do this, but I have to relearn a new stuff. And what I mean relearn new stuff, I have to relearn the stuff about the society I want to be part of. And not from the old society, but the new society that's coming up. I don't want to be any part of old 10,000, 20,000 years old beliefs. I want to be the part of the new beliefs that they're according to my soul needs, not to any other crap that it's out there. And now I'm working on building myself up. And you will know when you arrive to this point and you start building yourselves up when you won't feel any more attachments to the old parts. You won't feel the attachment for your twin. Your twin, you give it up to God, to the universe, and the universe has to teach them with one intention: they to be their true self. And what I'm talking about, true self, is the true self of the soul. Because some of the males, they're like, you know what, I can't be with you. I know you're my twin flame, but I am someone in my life. I want to have work on my career, and that is the way they want to run away, find excuse not to be with you. If they are married, they will say, well, I have a kid, I'm there with the family just for my kids, and it's not about so I can become with my wife. And that is a part they're gonna learn later on, that you can't freaking lie yourself, because this the lie within the soul. You can lie to everybody else but not yourself. And that part over the time, if you're in relationship just because of the kids will know. They will find out that you are in troubles, because you won't be happy, you won't be satisfied, and they will feel the sadness inside of you if you're just for the kids. And you will hurt the kids actually if you do that to it. So the other part of the male, it's that the male will be chicken out. The women, it's more strong actually, and the female will take a look, will look the answers, will find every information. It will come out, but the woman has a one weakness, and that weakness is action. The woman, it's very hard. She can go ahead and create the action to be her true self, and that's why is this part to find your true self as a soul. Because once the soul leads the woman, she becomes the goddess part, and that goddess part inside of her, it's very powerful. I see quite a few women. I know quite a few women that they actually on the way to reaching this part. But the real power comes in inside when they stepping on their own power, and they create this action. And when they detach the need from the male, they become on their own power. They step on their 2 feet. They get to work. They create the income. They create the power, and now they're much more powerful than they ever imagined. But it takes again one thing, and that part is to listen to your soul. And about the male will understand the things. The male, it's very afraid to come out in the public and take the lead, and that's why most of the people out there that servicing their females. The male actually, it's pretty much feel like so weak on that part because it's feeling lost and doesn't know what kind of action to take. And that's why the male and the female have to unite each other, because the female will provide the intuition, the power, the knowledge, the understanding needed for the male to take the proper action, and the male will provide the power, the masculine power, to the female to create the proper action. And that's why the female learns how to become the male as an energy, and the male learns how to listen his soul, his intuition. And that's the part of the new. That's the part where the programming from the parents, society, and everybody else has been doing it wrong. Because when you awaken as a soul, you understand this part. And once you go through removing the old part, then you come to this powerful place at stop. Everything has been done. You did what you had to do. Now it's time for you to go up. Now it's time for you to move. And you will know this part when you find this deep peace and calmness inside of you. And then there's going to be no more pressures of life. You won't feel pressure. There's going to be like a small pressures of things. If somebody gives you pressure from work, you're just like, it's okay, I got this. And you'll get it much more faster, much more quality faster than before. Simply because right now that problem for you, it is a piece of cake. Because simply the people, they don't understand what you actually went through. You actually went through like a whole reincarnation process without your body to die. You went in, you changed your whole human being. All that bad that was inside of you and not proper to the soul die and dissolved, and you had to let it go. And for a lot of it, that also includes the family that you built, the society that told you that family has to be built, compared to the soul family that you are about to build in. And that's why for a lot of the twin flames, they told me, well, Dio, when it's going to be our union time? Union time will comes in when you have enough understanding and readiness that you will become one in the soul with somebody else. When the old, it's removed. When you understand these parts that you are a twin flame and you are in the right position, you are in the right place. And when the both sides of the partners come to this confession, mutual understanding that they belong to each other, but not as a body, not as a heart, this time as a souls. And once they understand that part, that as a souls, this is the actual marriage part. That you are married for someone who you love in the soul. And once you understand this, there's gonna be no more desire for you to cheat. Even if you see 10 million, if you're a male, 10 million naked women in front of you, there's gonna be no desire you to have anything going on to. A lot of people, they will laugh on at me, but you become 100% demisexual, then you understand. And if you don't understand something, don't make a comments of it, because you don't really understand it until it happens to you. Once it happens to you, then you sing in a different song. than laughing at things that you don't understand. And the biggest part, the females who have a challenge, is that the female looks the security as the old part, and she wants to find this security within the body next to a man during the night, or to provide this security for her. And it's gonna be very hard the female to let it go of this part, to kind of like get into it, because she's gonna be alone inside until she figure out that she has to allow her soul to take the lead and to be where she needs to be in the soul, and to let go and allow the male to choose his choices. The female has the tendency to push, to rush, to, you know what, I love you, I have to be with you, I need you, I just need you, I need your support, I need your security, because the female feels so much insecure. And that is the part of the old. Right now, the new part will be, listen, honey, I love you. I know that you are male. I understand your desires. I understand what you're trying to achieve. And I'm not here to control you. I'm not here to tell you the things that you need to, what you need to do. I'm here for you to be supporting you. I'm here to be for you when you need me. I want to give you the freedom and understand that I do everything for you. And that's going to be different level of love bring inside of the male, because the male will fear the control. The male feels the part of the old relationship, and that's why they hate when they're chased by a woman, because most of the chasers in the twin flames are actually females, and the most of the runners are males. And the part right there, it's you to give the time and the space for the old self to die and the new self to come up on its own. And that is the part of the soul that you really need to follow. And I've seen a lot of people, they don't follow that path. They follow the path of the ego, which is like demanding the time frame. And the soul will understands this time frame. Don't think that the soul doesn't. But the soul is asking you to make the changes, creates the actions, and the soul tells you, I can help you, but crying out loud, listen to me. But you as an old self, you demanding the time, you demanding that your twin to be with you, you demanding a lot of things to be with you, and that part creates a lot of pain. And the soul tells you, you're in pain because you don't let go. You don't surrender the control. Stop trying to control. And that, it's the big part of the new way, because the new way won't have the control. You can't control your twin flame. And this is a big part if you need to learn on it. I cannot control her what she thinks. I cannot control her what she's going to do. I cannot control her if she's contact me. It's gotta come in from her. And if she doesn't listen, her soul, somehow the universe will talk to her. And we all know what happens to the soul. If you don't listen your soul voice, over the time the soul will actually scream at you, until it comes to the point that your ego can be in pain, and you feel like, I don't care, I'm so much in control, I want to die. And that part right there triggers the dark night of the soul. And that dark night of the soul, it tells you, you need to calm down. And this is your soul. You have to understand this is a soul love. This is a new thing. This is the true thing. and stop resisting, because all your pains, all your anger, it's because of that resistance. And then you come up on your journey and you become awakened. And this is the part that once you come up to, again, to this level of when you start building yourself up, you understand that everything that happened in your life was for a particular reason. Maybe certain things didn't happen the way it was supposed to happen. That it's a part of the universe. It's a mess. It is a mud time, which is, it's a shift, whole shift within the humanity. What happens, because twin flames doesn't just happen in one religion. Twin flames doesn't happen just because of it. Twin flames is to comes in. It's like, you know what, time for the lies to end, because twin flames happen between people of all kinds of religion. We're talking about Hindus, we're talking about Muslimanity, we're talking about Christianity, and so on and so on. Okay, and the people who I'm talking to, they all have the same thing. They all have to go through this soul conflicts. And that's why the best advice will be given, and also will be given from now on, is listen your soul. Your soul know what part of the journey you are and what you need to do, how you need to build up your new self. And once you get to this point, you're gonna be start searching for a new way of relearning the parts. And I'm talking about relearning. If it's something was telling you from the society a long time ago, like for instance, how your relationship should be, you learned a new way of relationship. If somebody told you what kind of job you should have, now the soul pick up the job you have, the job that will be basically will help you to reach your destiny. Because for me, my regular job, I love it, I'll keep it. But here it's that right now I have this destiny that I have to do here with the soul. And I'm here making those videos. I'm out there talking to people. I'm going out to different places to see people, because guess what? This is what my soul wants. And I'm listening to it. And this is the big part of you to live your true self. Because now you obey and you listen your soul. And I hope so you start getting to these positions, to these places. You make your own revelations, your own revaluations at the same time, that you're going to learn what you're going to learn. But this time it's not learning like you go to school and it's demand like a matrix system what you're going to learn. Now you pick up what you're going to learn according to what your needs are. So you gain the knowledge that you're actually going to need, and you're going to use it. And I believe that the future education system will start looking at to the kids of the beginning of the ages, what they are focused on it, and what they're focused on it, to allow the soul of the kids to pick it up, the things they need to learn and the things they want and the things that want to progress, because that enjoyment of what they're going to progress will create a better society for us. But until that happens, we have a very long place to go, because it's required a lot of changes. And people don't like changes. People don't like rebels. People don't like new things. People don't like thinking out of the box. People like security. People like comfort zones. People like something they're familiar with. And that's why the society creates this matrix because to make it more easy. Well, the soul wants its truth, and the soul shift that comes in right now, it's not going to give a damn about old stuff anymore. The society awakens more and more every day, and more every new people comes in awaken, and this thing is going to change. So if you comes to this point, go ahead, build yourself up according to your soul, and you have to remember the one thing: be love.